Greetings, fellow captains, and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships with the Hive Hound. This, I'm pretty sure, is attempt number 247 of trying to make this video. Literally everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong. So my computer's crashed. I decided to have a berserk coughing fit a couple of times halfway through filming it. As you can hear, there's a bit of a croak in my voice. I think I'm coming down with a little something, but it's all right. We'll survive. The kids have been playing up, so they shrieked in the background, so I've had to run out to help calm them down. We've had pots and pans over boiling. Honest to God, everything is going against this video. Like, it's like the world does not want this to be made, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna persevere, and hopefully this will be the last attempt of making this video, because it's gonna be successful. It's gonna be fine. Big videos are turning out a bit like my streams, full of technical difficulties. Right, okay, so here we are in HMS Hood, the tier 6 premium British battleship. It's not a battleship, it's a battle cruiser, but we don't have battle cruisers as a category, so it's a battleship to everyone else. And we take a couple of speculative shots into that smoke screen because, you know, killing a destroyer or damaging a destroyer is always incredibly helpful to your team. So this is just crazy match. This is about the best matchmaking I think you can ask for when playing the Hood. There are only 3 battleships. There are a whole bunch of cruisers on the enemy team, and just a single destroyer. So as you can see, we've got the Atlanta over here. I believe that is King George. So I know exactly what's here because I've tried recording this so many times. There is a Nuremberg heading over. There is also a Belfast and a Leander all on this side. So quite a lot of ships for us to deal with. But one thing the Hood is exceptional at is dealing with cruisers. Now this doesn't mean it's not good against battleships. It's actually really tanky, and honestly, if you kite away in a Hood, there's not that many ships in all fairness, there's no ships that it comes up against that I'm particularly worried about. So we miss on our salvo trying to catch that Nuremberg out. We're paying attention to the mini-map here, so we have got support. Both of our cruisers have come over. They are pushing over from the middle, although they don't seem to be in any real rush to get into the action. We're radared. Now that could have been either the Belfast or the Atlanta. We're trying to pay attention because the big threat, the one ship that, you know, I don't really want to get into a scrap with, is the King George. King George and the Hood, I feel, are very evenly matched, and because they're both quite tanky and they've both got 14-inch guns, although the King George, I believe, has a few more barrels than us, but it's nothing. Yeah, he's pushing forward, so we're like, right, okay, we know there's a cruiser or two around here, so right, okay, we're gonna push. So there's an Atlanta like 4 kilometers away. He's going to turn to try and fire off his torpedoes. We know he's going to try and fire his torpedoes. And boom, Dev Strike. Absolutely ruined him. We see the Leander rush out from around the corner. So we put up our Hydro. In all fairness, like, the Hydro did kind of help, because if we'd gone to make a full turn, we probably would have caught 3 of these torpedoes. And we're only actually going to eat 2, which is a big chunk of our hit points gone. And that angle and got 4 of the penetrations. My God. Right, okay, so this Leander's coming around the back of us. There's nothing we can do about it now. But we've got bigger fish to fry, because the tier 6 Belfast has decided to poke his nose out. And again, massive salvo. Honestly, like, if you see one of these in a cruiser, just turn around and just run away, because it is really not going to end well for you, as we've seen so far with both the Atlanta and the Belfast. So Leander, your torpedoes haven't reloaded. Why on earth would you try and push a Hood? Like, it's not going to end well for you. It's really not. You're dead. Oh, my secondary's going to get him. Yeah, my secondary's get him. I do waste one gun by firing at him. Well, we're going to fire a speculative shot at that Nuremberg, but we know our front guns are going to be reloaded really quickly. And here we go. So this is cruiser number 4. Yeah. Goodbye. Thank you for playing. Back to port with you all. So that is 4 cruisers we have absolutely decimated in, well, essentially the first 5 minutes of this battle. Right, okay, so you'd think, Ismail, well, I'm done for now. This is the end of my battle. How many salvos could the Hood possibly take from an Ismail? We have got a repair party coming up in a couple of seconds. In all fairness, actually, if I was smart enough here, what I would have done was slow down and let that cruiser get within my will to rebuild range. But ain't nobody got time for that. There's enemy ships to be sunk. And honestly, whilst I was playing the game, I didn't even realise I was on 4 kills at this point. I just knew that I absolutely slaughtered the enemy, and they only had 3 ships left. So I was in full push mode. It's like I've not got many hit points left. I'm gonna die. Let's just see how much damage we can cause. And the Ismail decides, correctly or not, probably not, in all fairness, that the cruiser is the best target to shoot at. Obviously, we know the Ishmael's quite tanky, so we're not going to bother switching to armor piercing. We're going to get fires. We're going to keep ourselves. In all fairness, I probably could have angled a little bit more against the Ismail here, but we're going to keep ourselves angled enough so he shouldn't be able to just take us out with a single strike. And this is where we decided to switch to armor piercing, and he does get a tasty salvo off against us, but it's just not enough to finish us off. And we're already up into the 121,000 damage. So Ismail, kiting away, close range. My thought here was, let's knock out his guns. But yeah, no, we can just fly through the upper belt of his stern armour and score about 16,000 damage with a single salvo. And unfortunately, the Ismail takes us out. But look at, just before the Ismail dies. So maybe our secondaries could have finished him off. Maybe it could have been a Kraken, but who knows. So this is exactly why I think the Hood is underrated. And to be honest with you, this is not the only match I've had where I've absolutely steamrolled the enemy, even including tier 6 battles recently. But this one was short and exciting, so I wanted to get this one out. I'll do a little cut here so we can jump straight to the end plates, and there you can see obviously we do win that match, and we get a total of 27,000 base XP. So I hope everyone's got a new appreciation or fear for the Hood, particularly if you play cruisers and thinks it's a good idea to try and torpedo a Hood. and until next time, take care.